If I was Mr. Beast and I decided to hire an editor,
I need help.
Hire a new editor.
I need an editor.
what would I actually look for? I mean, I wouldn't just hire any old editor. I'd search for the best of the best and take on somebody from the top of the list that could not only chop up footage, but literally make it the best video on the planet. But what actually makes a good video? And besides that, what are the skills necessary to making a video worthy of an 184 million subscriber YouTube channel and put you ahead of 99% of other video editors out there? Everyone has different tastes, but there are 3 skills that I consistently see that have made all of my clients that I've worked with reach directly out to me. The first skill being something I like to call multi-dimensional editing. This is the most simple skill out of the 3 that I'm going to be talking about, but it is one that 99% of editors get wrong or they partially use. Essentially, this is the practice of literally bringing the viewer into the screen and utilizing more than just the 2 dimensions of height and width. Your frame should be constantly moving, and a few of the tricks that I see the pros use all the time in their videos include the overlay that you see on screen right now, camera shake, and also the pan and tilt options on things like static screenshots. A few free presets that I like to use in my editor, Davinci Resolve, include things like Camera Rig from Motion VFX, Mr. Alex Tech's Magic Zoom V3, and personally, my Smooth Transitions presets, which you can find linked down in the description below. These make my edits a lot more dynamic by using motion, and then using them as a preset can speed up your workflow a ton. Plus, if you combine the movements with different music and sound effects, this can add the 4th dimension to your video. Not only are you adding movement, but you are also associating this movement with a sound. But without the next 2 points in this video, applying multi-dimensional editing to your videos could be pointless. The second thing that I see the top 1% of video editors doing that others aren't is mastering their pacing. Between a poorly paced edit and my next point in this video, this could be what is stopping you from reaching your full potential as a video editor. Now, of course, pacing is such a hard topic to teach because it's so subjective, but really what I think it comes down to is context and emotion. Basically, for your edit, the pacing is going to be determined by either the context or the niche or the genre of your video and the emotion that you're trying to convey at which point in the story you are at, whether beginning, middle, or end. The emotion is going to determine the length in between your cuts. This is a topic we don't really have a lot of time to go over in this guide, so if this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll make a dedicated workshop covering all the basics of storytelling and pacing in an edit. But in the context of a YouTube video, a good rule to follow is making a cut or change of scene every 3 to 5 seconds in order to make the video more interesting. Likewise, I recommend that you change the music every 30 seconds to a minute or so in order to give some more variety, or if there's a joke that you want to emphasize, stopping the music entirely can make it better, I guess. For pacing, emotion means something a little bit different in the context of a YouTube video. If you want to have a meaningful moment in the short film, then slowing the pacing down between your cuts can help let the emotion sink in with the viewer and give them more of a story. One trick I use for an emotional beat in a YouTube video is this: slowing the pacing down, not cutting, and just zooming in. This helps to emphasize a point, and to make it even greater, don't use any music. Which brings me to my last point. This is perhaps the defining feature of the top 1% of video editors. First, let me explain something to you. I am not a professional by any means. I can barely say that I'm much of an editor at all. 3 years of experience is barely anything in the vast world of YouTube. But one thing that I can confidently tell you is that I am a professional story consumer. I have been consuming stories for as long as I can remember. And not only that, I have studied stories. We use stories to escape our worlds into another and follow heroes on their journey. Likewise, the best editors in the world are storytellers. They are the ones that can bring forth a story from an edit, and they're the only ones that can. Many things can attribute to this. An extremely powerful storytelling technique is the callback, like to the beginning of this video. Mr. Beast started out making videos in his bedroom, struggling to make quality videos. And he has now finally uncovered the power of story through projects like the Blind video, or Ages 1 vs 100 video, or even the Every Country on Earth video. Imagine what you could accomplish by applying storytelling really early in your editing career. Not only will you have practiced and understood it in a much shorter time period than some of these other professionals have, but you will be able to build on that with the help of experience.